Welcome to another edition of the Color Pigeons and More TV show, the show that covers all aspects of the pigeon hobby, whether it be racing, performing rollers, flying tipplers, fancy show pigeon, and more. Interviews with well-known pigeon breeders, breed profiles, loft construction and management, pigeon health and treatment, show coverage, genetics, just to name a few. Watch, learn, and enjoy. And now let's go to our host, Danny Joe Humphrey, and see what this show is going to be about.
Hello, I'm Danny Joe Humphrey, and today sets the 11th show of the Color Pigeons and More TV show. July show coming up. We got a good one for you today. I mean, we do. We're going to have breed profile. We're going to have archangels. And we're going to feature me with some archangels, and then we're going to go in some detail with some archangel breeding with Perry Mueller, who's an expert in archangels. In the second part, we're going to feature Indian Fantails with Rick Lyman. Everybody knows anything about Indian Fantails has heard of Rick Lyman. He's from the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Got a good little thing he did talking about Indian Fantails. And then we're going to talk about English carriers. We got John Hepner, who is an expert on English carriers. And then we're going to have another genetics tip. This time we'll be talking about the dilute factor. We're going to have James Turner explaining that to us again. And if we're lucky, we'll have time for a good loft tip. So I want you to stay tuned. We'll be back right after this break with some good pigeon action.
Jerry Gagne, Foy's Pigeon Supplies, oldest pigeon supply company in the United States. When Danny Joe approached us about being a part of this great project, we were really excited. If you're looking for pigeon supplies, if you're looking for pigeons, I hope you'll give us a call. Foy's Pigeon Supplies, we're on the internet, just type in Foy's, or if you'd like to call us, it's 1-877-355-7727. Ask about our 204-page all-color catalog. We'd be glad to send it to you.
Color Pigeon Lofts featuring 28 breeds of fancy pigeons, high-performance Turner rollers. We have birds available at all times. Capuchins, Saxon monks, Saxon priests, Swiss crescents, ice pigeon, saints, frillbacks, archangels, starling, figuritas, old German owls, Chinese owls, satinets, swallows, Saxon shields, and much, much more. For breed availability, visit www.colorpigeons.com. For purchasing, pricing, and shipping info, call toll-free 1-800-527-0918.
Muir and Nagel, better known as Dr. Pigeon by his friends, is known by his one-eye cold treatment. It's called One Drop, One Time. It only takes one drop, it only takes one time. Every breeder needs at least one bottle of One Drop, One Time to keep in their loft for those nasty eye colds. They're available at Foy's Pet Supply, New England Pigeon Supply, and Pro Flight Supply. And remember, the next time you buy pigeon supplies, be sure to include one bottle of One Drop, One Time. Okay, today for our breed profiles, I'm going to use archangels. Archangels are beautiful birds, one of my favorites. I know you're sick of me saying that, but it's the truth. They are one of my favorites. I guess that's why I have so many different breeds. Let me show you what we call the first color, more or less, the base color. This is the copper blackwing. They're known for their shiny copper body and then their shiny black wings. Usually iridescent green is the best color to have. This is also referred to as the gimple pattern in archangels. This is one of my breeders. In fact, this is a hen that's presently got eggs right now, but that's the black copper or copper black wing. Now here is one that I hope most of you've seen. This is a gold black wing. Same bird as I just showed you, except this bird has a gold body, beautiful gold body. It's got beautiful black wings, and it too shows the shine of having an oil quill, which gives them that possibility. Incidentally, that oil quill is actually designed to give the bird a waterproofing, kind of like a duck has an oil gland to make its feathers waterproof. And a lot of other birds you see like a crow. A crow's got an oil gland. All right, let me show you. Here's one here, This is a copper white wing. Beautiful copper body. White wings, the solider the white wings, the better. This is a pretty good specimen here. Nothing outstanding. Got the little peak crest on it, but that's your copper white wing. Now let me show you the the gold white wing. This is the gold white wing. Beautiful bird. Almost would think that this is my favorite between this and the gold blue wing, but this is a gold white wing in the Archangel. Beautiful bird, magnificent bird. Let me see if I can find one of those gold blue wings. Okay, here we got a gold blue wing. Notice the gold body and the blue wings. Very nice, very good colored. This is a pretty good specimen here. Nice peak crest. Gold blue wing. That's the gold blue wing there. I'm going to have to do a little finagling here to get these things over here so I can get a hold of them and trying to get away from them. All right. Now I want to show you, here's a bird right here. This is a self-colored Archangel, and it's gold or yellow. I would call it gold. Beautiful color here. Got this bird to use for a color project, and it's a male, and it hadn't been any good so far. So you know how that is. All right, here's one on the other end of the spectrum that you don't see very much. This is a white Archangel, and this actually came out of some gold white wings. But this is a white Archangel, just solid white, and it's got a nice little peak crest just like the rest, but a white Archangel. I've heard about them, I've seen pictures of them, but this is the first one that I've had right here. So let me see who I'm leaving out here. Oh, I got something I want to show you here. Now this is a bird that I raised, and I've had, let me see, that bird's been banded. It's about a 2008. This is an Archangel. It's got a gold body. It's not as pure gold as the gold blue wing, but the neat thing about this bird is that it has a white bar. You see the white bar on it? And this is a hen. And I've bred it with a couple of other of its offspring and got some pretty decent birds out of them. But a friend of mine, see if I can catch the bird. I think this is it. Let me see. Yeah, you'll have to see these. Mike Hill here in North Carolina, he told me that he had that one with a white bar. This is a gold blue wing with a white bar, and this is a male. So we're going to put these together. Just got this bird. We'll put it together with that hen there and see if I can reproduce that bar there. It'll be a good little project. I got another real pretty bird I want to show you. It's actually the sister to the previous hen I showed you with the white wing, and this is just a reduced Archangel. Beautiful bird, beautiful bird. This is reduced, and it's a hen also, and I've raised some off of it, and they're pretty nice. Well, that kind of wraps it up on the Archangel as far as the breed profile. What I'm going to do now is I got a clip that I had on an earlier show with Perry Mueller, who's somewhat of an Archangel expert, particularly if you rate him to me. The Archangel, as far as the breed potential, I told you before I rate them from 1 to 10. Archangel's about an 8. They are a little flighty when you first get them, but if you spend a little time around them, they'll do good. They're very capable of raising their own young. Great parents. There's no negatives to this bird. They are a little flighty. That's about the only thing. But anyway, Perry's going to show us some detail about the color in the Archangel, and that's going to come on right after this, so y'all stay tuned.
Hi, this is Jerry Gagne, Foy's Pigeon Supplies, oldest pigeon supply company in the United States. When Danny Joe approached us about being a part of this great project, we were really excited. If you're looking for pigeon supplies, if you're looking for pigeons, I hope you'll give us a call. Foy's Pigeon Supplies, we're on the internet, just type in Foy's, or if you'd like to call us, it's 1-877-355-7727. Ask about our 204-page all-color catalog. We'd be glad to send it to you.
Color Pigeon Loss, featuring 28 breeds of fancy pigeons, high-performance Turner rollers. We have birds available at all times. Capuchins, Saxon monks, Saxon priests, Swiss crescents, ice pigeon, saints, frillbacks, archangels, starling, figuritas, old German owls, Chinese owls, satinets, swallows, Saxon shields, and much, much more. For breed availability, visit www.colorpigeons.com. For purchasing, pricing, and shipping info, call toll-free 1-800-527-0918.
All right, this is a gold blackwing, and you were asking about what key features to look for. Primary, the gold is more important than anything on these birds. You want a lot of, if you tip them upside down, you want a nice even gold from head to wedge, and you want them, it doesn't matter if it's light gold or dark gold, but you want a nice even shade of gold. So the gold is the primary thing to look for. And a good bird will carry a lot of gold in its flights. And that's a good thing. People get nervous about that, but you want that in there. And you also want it in the tail. You don't want blue in the tail, but you want some gold in the tail. So that's your primary thing is the gold on this bird. And then you would go over to your, you want a good black ground color, but one of the key things is that nice green sheen. And that sheen is actually will be in the width of the feathers. You want a nice wide green band across there, and it gives the effect that this is all green, but this is just each little feather has a band of green on it. And you can get a nice green through the back, and you'll get a green through the shoulders here. But the more green, the better also. So that, those are the key things which you look. Then you want a nice demarcation line. You want a nice gold line around the neck. You don't want the black to creep up into the neck. You don't want any black showing on the head or the neck. But this bird won Best Archangel today. It's a nice specimen.
Tell me something I've always kind of wanted to know. I hear about it all the time, about the oil gland.
Well, the oilier the better. Archangels have a grease quill in them, and that's what gives them a good shine. Right in here is the grease quill, if you can see that. And the more grease quill, the more shine it gives the birds. I might grab a copper over here.
Okay.
Might show you a little bit, give you a little idea. The coppers now, if you want to see some shine on it, this thing's really got some shine. And when you turn this bird over, depending on the light, you want a nice fire and shine all the way through it. This bird's not that great of a quality of a bird, but you can see with the, you were asking about the oil glands.
Right.
This bird's loaded with oil glands, and it gives you a more, depending on how the light hits the feather, you get shine all the way through into the wedge. It's got a little dark here and stuff, and you get a little bit more green, intense green on these birds, on the copper blacks, yeah. But you see the more intense green you get on this bird, the shine on the neck, depending on how your light's hitting it.
Do you know why they have an oil gland?
Well, no.
I do.
Why is that?
Waterproof.
Well, some pigeons have oil glands, some don't.
I know it, but a crow's got an oil gland, and that's why he's got it. He's waterproof, just like a duck.
Yeah, well, God made them that way, but
that's right.
I know with the swallows, some swallows have a grease quill, some don't. Sometimes the grease quills can overtake the birds, but with the archangels, you want as much grease quill as you can.
Right.
And now sometimes the feathers will look a little raggier. I used to look at these coppers years ago and think, well, the feather quality is horrible on them, but now I realize that's a good thing because they got that oil gland. They're saturated with that oil gland, and it gives them that shine.
Is there anything you could feed them that it enhances that oil gland?
Safflower. I feed my birds a little bit of safflower in my feed mix, and it gives them a good shine. Yeah, wheat germ oil, safflower, those sort of things intensify that. I've got flying rollers on them that got a purple and green sheen on their chest like crazy, and it's like it's for the feed. It's coming. I feed them all the same.
Well, that's good, Perry. I appreciate your time. I mean, that was very informative.
Well, good.
For a hobbyist like myself. Thank you.
Good.